Hello, everybody. Hi. My name is Lytzy Rivera, and I am currently a junior here at iPoly High School. So the other day, I had a conversation with a parent at a school event, a mom I had never met before. See, I was so excited to tell her about my life story and what I want to do with my life. It was later relayed to me that she said that my accomplishments, or what I thought were astonishing or not so astonishing accomplishments, were amazing to her. And she said that she may have just spoken to the future president of the United States. At first, I was flattered. Who doesn't want to be told that they are probably the future president of the United States? But see, I have bad news for you. I can't be president. Next slide. For the following reasons. I'm female, I'm Latina, and I'm 5'2". See, being female is hard. Out of the 45 presidents, none or neither are still female. There has not been a female voted into office. And sometimes I think, why? Because I believe that women are as strong and beautiful and intelligent as men. I believe that we are equally created. So then why aren't we in top positions? Why isn't there a president that has been female? See, when I chose my topic, I had to think really, really hard. I didn't know what I wanted to speak on. But growing up, I've always told my parents, I'm gonna make it big one day. And I told my mom one day, you know what? I want to be the first female president of the United States. And she looked at me and she said, you can do it. And at first, it was just an idea. I didn't know how to pursue it. But then, as I got older, I started to realize that it just wasn't, oh, I want to be the president of the United States, so it's just gonna magically happen. See, none have been female, and people tend to think that women don't possess the same leadership skills that men do. Why is this? Also, men say women aren't qualified for top-notch positions. Why? Just think about it. Why? See, women have to work harder to get the recognition a man gets. I have to work 10 times harder to even be recognized as somebody who did the same thing a man did so easily. The pay isn't even fair. According to one of my sources that I was reading, females tend to get paid, I believe, 79 cents, and men to get paid to the dollar. See, that's something that makes you think, why? Next slide, please. Next one, I'm Latina. You guys may be thinking, what does this have to do with becoming president? Well, let me tell you, there has never been a Latino or Latina president in the history of the United States. Not even a female president of Hispanic heritage. So how will I get there? Not even ever being a female president. I'm also Latina. See, we're considered a minority, and minorities aren't really taken into account here unless we fight for our right. Also, in my culture, it is considered not disrespectful, but it's not common for a woman to go out and work. That's the man's job. The man does everything outside of the house. The woman cleans, cooks, and take care of the kids. See, I don't want to do that. I don't. For me, I'm not saying it's not necessary, because it is, but I believe that women have so much more potential than just to be stuck in the house. Don't you guys think so too? Of course. We're wonderful. I mean, look at us. Next slide, please. See, another thing that I have always been made fun of is because of my shortness. I'm 5'2", and when I first started the speech, I was 5'1". So I don't know where that inch came from, but don't let these heels deceive you, because I'm 5'2". But see, of the 45 people who have been president, there have only been 6 who are below average height. And by below average height, I mean 5'4". I'm 2 inches shorter than that. And at my age, I honestly don't think I'm gonna grow anymore. 5'2" is where I'm staying. See, at 5'2", people think, how is she gonna control the country? She's so small, so many emotions raging through her. See, it's crazy. When I first decided to talk about this topic, I needed 3 main points, and those were my 3 main points. And a lot of people asked me, why did you include height? But I thought about it, and most of our presidents have been taller than 5'8". But taller than 5'8". Only 6 out of the 45 have been shorter than, or at 5'4". So I was just kind of like, it blew my mind, and I was like, I might be the first female president, but also the shortest. So there goes that. Next slide, please. Next slide, please. Okay, so my past experiences. Last weekend, I was at Mass, and my priest said something along the lines of, do you really believe a senator or a president is going to come out of the city of Pico Rivera? Do you really believe that they are the chosen ones? And I looked at my mom, and my mom looked at me too, and we just kind of laughed at each other. And she said, you can use that. She said, because see, a lot of people don't believe in you. I can tell you right now, I'm running for president 2036, and I'm going to win. How many of you guys will laugh? Raise your hand, be honest. See? I know there's at least 2, 3 of you in the audience that don't believe in me. I'm just a person doing a TED Talk that in 2036 will probably be doing minimum wage job, but that's not me. I don't want to do that. I want to be more. I don't want to be living off minimum wage and stressing about just things that I have to pay and running errands. I don't want to be that. I don't want to do that. I want to be and do so much more. So in Spanish, this was a week ago, in Spanish, Ms. Posket said something that I'll never forget. She said, you have to make yourself who you want to be. And you tell your kids, I'm sure you tell your kids, follow your dreams. But when your kids tell you, oh, one day I'm going to run for president, you laugh it off with a light heart. You say, yes, sweetie, you are. But you don't take them seriously. And they may be young, but as you grow older, you aspire to be more. This is something that I realized as I was growing up. See, the question that always came to me was, why is there such a stigma around young people pursuing positions of high authoritative power? See, I come from a city that is not very well known. I come from a city where people drop out of high school, they're involved in a lot of gangs, drugs, and there were certain people where I told them, I'm going to go to Harvard, I'm going to pursue a career as an attorney, and I'm going to run for president. And people would look at me, my peers would look at me, my friends, you're crazy. You're never gonna get out of here. Who do you think you are? You think you're better than us. And it was never like that. I just wanted more. I aspired to be more. I wanted more for myself. And it really hurts me sometimes when people don't believe that you can do something. See, if you tell me you can't do your homework in two hours. See, my teachers all the time, don't procrastinate. You can't get it done in a day. See, I'll prove you wrong. I can do it in a day. They don't believe me, but I'll do it in a day and I'll get that A+. See, you have to do and say what you put your mind to. And that is the only way that people will start believing in you. Next slide, please. See, I'll be the exception when I tell you that I'm going to run for president. And as my title stated, I can't be president. I can be. With a lot of hard work, I can be. See, I have self-discipline, I have self-determination, and like I said before, I'll prove all of you wrong. 2036, mark it on your calendars. I'm telling you right now, I'm running for president. And you may not hear of me on the big news because I may not have all the money, but I'll figure it out. Trust me, I'll figure it out. Not only am I a leader, but I'm also a person who wants to be able to share her story and tell kids that it is possible. Go back to my community one day and say, I did it, and you can do it too. Because where I come from, there's nothing to aspire to. You go to college, you get a job to help your parents out, and that's it. You get something that can get you through life comfortably, and it's okay. See, but I want so much more than that. Having, like previous speakers said before, having the opportunity to go to school for free, having the education, having amazing teachers, amazing advisors like Mr. West, amazing parents and brothers and cousins alike. It's wonderful that I'm up here right now telling you this, because I would have never imagined in my whole life that I would want to be president, and I would be sharing this with you. So make sure, one more time, make sure to mark your calendars, 2036. I'm telling you, I'm going to be the exception. Thank you.